This episode of WisBusiness.com, the show, is brought to you by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, Madison Gas and Electric, and the University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. On today's show, Tom Still, in his commentary, talks about what to expect at the Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference in Milwaukee. And Chris Prestigiacomo of the State of Wisconsin Investment Board discusses SWIB's approach to private equity investments. And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report for late May 2012. Rising Wisconsin's housing market. The State Realtors Association is reporting the 10th straight month of double-digit growth in the sale of existing homes. Home sales rose nearly 20% last month compared to April of 2011. Prices were also up, but only a little above 2%. Officials of the Wisconsin Realtors Association say while it's safe to say the housing market has turned the corner on sales, it's still too early to say prices have bottomed out. And falling, late unemployment payments. The state recovered more than $40 million in delinquent employer taxes last year. That's about 25% higher than the $35 million collected in 2010. Some analysts say that could be a sign of a struggling economy. That's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Go to WisBusiness.com for more on these and other stories. Tom Still is next with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Please hold. Your call is very important.
Does it seem like getting technical advice from business advisors can, take some time? At Grant Thornton, client access to partners has made them one of the largest accounting firms in the country. Grant Thornton.
The 10th Annual Wisconsin Entrepreneurs Conference is set for June 5th and 6th in Milwaukee. If you're wondering how tomorrow's jobs are being created today, this is the place to be. Hundreds of people with a stake in Wisconsin's innovation economy will gather to hear nationally known speakers, attend hands-on panel discussions, and listen to presentations from the top 12 contestants in the annual Governor's Business Plan Contest. It's where attendees will learn more about the basics of launching, growing, and succeeding in business, all from entrepreneurs, investors, and others who have been down that path before. Why are entrepreneurs important? They are the leading source of new jobs in the United States. Study after study has concluded that young companies, usually 5 years old or younger, are the source of virtually all net new jobs in the country. Older companies add jobs too, of course, but some older companies also shed jobs as they age. It's what economists call creative destruction, the new rising up to replace the old. Conference speakers such as Julie Wainwright, who founded Pets.com, are prime examples of success, then failure, and then more success. Pets.com was a poster child for the dot-com bust in the early 2000s, yet she came back to launch other winning companies. Other speakers will include Bob Dorff, co-author of the Startup Owner's Manual and a leader in the lean startup movement. Dave Burkus, a veteran California investor and past chairman of the Tech Coast Angels, will talk about his work with 70 startup companies over time. At a time when Wisconsin is building a reputation for being friendlier to startup companies and entrepreneurs, this conference is an important gathering of people who are part of making it all work. Join us June 5th and 6th in Milwaukee and see companies that will be a part of Wisconsin's prosperous future.
Thanks, Tom. I'll be right back with Chris Prestigiacomo from the State of Wisconsin Investment Board.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
I'm back with Chris Prestigiacomo, Portfolio Manager for SWIB's Private Markets Group. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thanks for having me, Liz.
SWIB is one of the largest pension funds of its kind in the world. Tell us about SWIB's role and its overall assets.
Yeah, so SWIB is the 10th largest pension plan in the United States and the 30th largest pension plan in the world. And we're roughly around $90 billion today, and we essentially invest the assets of the Wisconsin retirement system on behalf of the beneficiaries.
SWIB's Private Markets Group invests in venture capital, among other asset classes. How has SWIB invested in venture capital over time, and what is its current strategy?
So SWIB's been a long-term investor in venture capital as an asset class. My particular portfolio focuses more on a regional program strategy. And we've invested or committed to the state about $300 million. About $180 million of that has been called down and invested. And we have relationships with what we consider the top groups here in the Midwest. And recently announced a catalyst strategy where we'll start investing in some top-tier venture capital groups on the East Coast and the West Coast.
SWIB just announced its part in a $6.2 million investment in a Wisconsin biotech firm, Xerox Pharma. Tell us more about that deal.
Yeah, we're really excited about this opportunity. We had the opportunity to invest alongside Baird Venture Partners and Peak Ridge Capital. Carmine Durham, who is the CEO president of Xerox, and I have been talking over the past couple years. And at the time, when we first began our discussions, it was a little too early for us, but we stayed in touch. We introduced him to a couple partners along the way, and now have made a commitment to invest in the Series A financing. Very excited about the technology, and most importantly, very excited about the management team that will execute on the strategy.
Thanks, Chris, and thank you for watching this edition of WISBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WISBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by Grant Thornton, White Hirschbeck Dudek, MG&E, and UW-Milwaukee. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Foot Executive Search. See you next time.